Boom! How's it going? How's it going? Yeah, it's your boy here, TJ, and welcome to M5 Property Addicts, where we talk anything and everything around real estate. And in the midst of everything that is happening in our country, I want to just say that I remain positive that we are going to overcome this as a country, and business is going to become as normal. So all the lootings that is happening, I'm just going to pray for all of the guys that are out there, so that the looting stops. That's number one. And then we can go back to business. And everything else that we need to be doing as a country needs to continue. But if you're here for the first time, hey, my name is TJ. I'm coming out straight out of Johannesburg, where it is extremely cold today. But the cold won't hinder us from talking about real estate. And today I want us to talk about the real estate as a business and how best can you grow it. As you can see, I am wearing my beanie. Yeah, I'm wearing my beanie and I'm wearing my jersey that my mommy knitted for me. Yeah, she kind of like started knitting it from scratch, I think about 2 months ago. And then boom, it is here. Yeah, mommy's boy. Yeah, that's it. But let's talk about it. How do you grow your business? So for some of you, you kind of like trying to figure out how do you grow your business. So there's a number of ways I want to speak to you today. There's a number of ways in which you can grow your business. And I think a lot of us, we get stuck somewhere. And the somewhere is what I want us to talk about today, right? So put aside everything else that's happening into the country. There's lots of things that will always come and go, but you need to remain focused. You need to remain focused on the goal. And what is that goal? Growing your business, growing your business. Okay. So if you haven't started your business, your real estate business, this is not about buying properties and selling them on behalf of other people. We don't do that. We are not estate agents. Is there something wrong to be estate agents? No, that's not what I'm saying. The focus that we talk about here is about property investments. Building. So I'm not a big fan of exchanging my time for money. I'm not a big fan of that, right? I've done that. I did that for a long time of time, and that's what's called a job. So I don't do that anymore, and I am wanting to encouraging you so that you don't have to be doing the same thing. Don't exchange your time for money, right? For the meantime, that's okay. Exchange it for money, but I want you to start thinking about exchanging your time buying assets. So spend more time working and trying to figure out how do you buy more assets. And today I want to speak about buying more assets in your business, right? Now, even though I used to work for a bank, right? Even though I used to work for a bank, but I actually didn't know that in South Africa, we've got over 50 banks in South Africa. 50 banks in South Africa. And this is what I want you to guys to think about. The banks is designed, or the bank's purpose is to sell money. Yes, the bank's purpose or form why the banks are in existence is to sell money. Where does the banks get its money from? So the banks gets its money from the governor. They go and buy it at wholesale price, right? And 7%, or let's just say that's what they buy it for. And then thereafter, they sell it to me and you, right? So they've got all these different products that they've got: home loans, commercial loans, vehicles, vehicle finances, credit cards, revolving loans, all types of loans, right? And that's what they do. So if they're not selling more money, they're not making money. That is the main reason why the banks exist. Now, because that their sole mandate of existing is to sell money, they want to give you money. It's free money. For as long as you understand what their requirement is, right? For as long as you understand what is their requirements is. Now, why do I say it's free money? It's because they have some requirements that they want, and if you meet those, they will open up the bank for you. That's it. So how can you utilize that to make sure that your business grows? So number one, we say there's around about over 50 banks in South Africa. When I was employed myself, I actually didn't know that. I didn't know that there's over 50 banks in South Africa. We only know around about maybe 4 or 5 because they are the ones that are dominant and they are the ones that are out there talking about their products. Now, your job as someone else who's very serious around property is to find who are the other banks I know that I've always been advocating to say that you need to work with an estate, not an estate agent. You need to be working with a bond originator or someone who looks for money for you. Great, that's okay. But over and above that, it is your obligations. If you're serious about property, it is your obligations to make sure that you also understand that there's other banks out there outside the other four. Because what happens, like back in the days when I used to date, right? Now I'm married, so I'm happily married. I like my wife. I'm in love with my wife, and I do everything with my wife. So back in the days when I was dating, the reality of dating is that not everyone that you say hello to is going to like you. Some are going to like that skinny guy, and some are going to look at it like, that guy doesn't have a beard. Or some of you, they're going to look at that chicken like, she got a big bum. Or some of you, they're going to look at like, ooh, she's a nice yellow bone. You know, different strokes for different folks. This is what I'm going to be talking about on the 17th of July. And I want to invite you on that 17th of July because I'm going to be talking about how can you grow your business? How can you grow your business utilizing the free money that is there? Right? You thought I was going to be talking about big bumps. Nah, that's not what that's not my specialty. My specialty is about real estate and making sure that you've got more money in your business. You got more money in your business. So let's go back to the conversation of how many banks are there in South Africa? Over 50. So once you start understanding that which banks likes you, right, based on who you are, what your business is, it's very different. I want to stress this out. When you are employed, right, you are going to go to the bank and then the bank is going to look at your paycheck and then they'll say, hey, we can give you X amount of money because based on your paycheck. But when you are running a business, it does not work like that. Yes, for your first couple of deals, it's going to work like that. But you now need, your obligation is to understand the number of banks that are out there, the ones that are saying no to you, because guess what? A no today is a starting conversation for a yes tomorrow. You might need to tweet that one, yeah? A no today is a start of a conversation of a yes tomorrow. Yeah, you can say Uncle TJ said that. Okay. Now, here is why am I saying that? It's because when you understand why the bank is saying no to you today, this is where the problem starts. The bank says no to us, we don't ask why, right? Because remember, the bank wants to give you money. That's their job. They are in the business of selling money to you. So if they're saying no to you, there is something that's wrong. Okay, what's wrong? Okay, so if they tell you 1, 2, 3, 4 things are wrong, then go and fix those things, right? In some cases, as you go on in your business, so I'm talking here about, you're starting off, you're an employee, but now you're starting off a business. When you're now in the lane of a business where the banks can throw money at you because you are a business, why do they throw money at you? Because now you don't go to the bank and say, this is my salary, do I qualify for? No, you need to engage the business and tell them what you do as a business. What kind of a business are you, right? And I've been doing this for the last about a year to 2 years now, engaging different businesses, and I knock on the door. I'm like, hey, my name is TJ. I'm the CEO of M5 Property Addicts. This is what my business does. What kind of products can help me? So this is no longer about at a branch level. This is no longer about talking to someone who's a relationship manager. That's for employees, for people that are, employed, right? I am talking about actually going into the bank and you're speaking to someone senior, someone who can make a decision to say, hey, I like your business model. How do you do it? This is how you do it. This is how you do it. Oh, okay, there's risk of 1, 2, 3. Then you say, yes, this is how I mitigate the risk. Okay, so what have you done? When I was employed, I bought property 1, 2, 3, and I mitigated it this way. So you got a pilot. And with that, the banks are going to be like, there is a business that we can back. There is a business that we can potentially put money into. But hold on, should we be giving this guy 10 million? No, maybe let's start him with 2 million. Let's test the relationship. Let's see what is he going to do. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how you get to have the banks giving you more money. It's engaging. So let me just say, you go to bank number one. So you knock on the door, and then they say to you, okay, come in. So what is it that they want? You're not going to go there, you're beanie like me, like this. Okay, fine. I do that these days because I'm TJ. You go there and you present your business plan, right? But don't go there and present your business plan when you haven't even done anything. I'm not an advocate of that. I'm not an advocate of the guy who's putting up business plans in the Excel spreadsheet and you're making millions in there. No. I'm not that guy. I am that guy who says, go out there and do something. So do something. Go and buy a property, one property, two properties. Let's say now you're around about 6, 7 properties. So you got a model, right? So you've piloted this type of thinking that you have. So now your business is working. Maybe it's about a year to 2 years you're running through. And these are the things that I'm wanting to talk to you about. Yes, these are the things that I want you to talk to you about on this coming Saturday in the webinar. So you can click down below in the comments here. Click in it. Once you click in it, in the description of here, then you can register and then you can come to the webinar. Now, let me jump on to conclude my conversation here. So once you go to the bank, what are they? Number one, you got to figure out, are you talking to a decision maker at the bank? The person who is going to say, yes, no, maybe, let me think about it. What's the problem? How are you mitigating the risk? Okay, let me come to your property. Let me see. That is the guy that you want to be talking about. You don't want to be talking to a person who is pushing the paperwork because they don't have the mandate to say yes or no to you. Okay? Makes sense? Does it make sense? Okay, good. So remember, you're doing this, you're about 2 years, 3 years in your business, and thereafter, you actually have physical properties that you do have there in your name, they are in your business name, you're collecting money, you can show on your business that this is a legit business, okay? I want to help you to grow your business. I want to help you to scale the business. If you haven't started, I'm helping you right now to start. Right? So you can take everything that I'm doing right now, I'm telling you right now, and you can already start to putting into pen and paper, right? Implementation, action, take that action, massive action, I say, right? Now, so there we are, we have gone into the bank now and we have found that person, the key person that we can talk to. And then the question that we're going to be asking that person now is, this is my business, this is what I do, this is where I buy. So now it's a business. They don't look at you as an employee anymore. They don't look at you as a one-man band because you got all your structures put in place together. And if you don't know nothing about structures, then you need to come through into my webinar that's coming through on Saturday, right? 10 o'clock, 2 hours of your time, that's it, right? It's for free, okay? Now, over and above that, this is what you then need to do. In the same conversations, you now start to talk about their products. So don't go in there. All of these banks, they have all of their products online, things like that. Study them. Once you study them, remember they are also risk averse, right? So once you study them, look at the products that you think is going to work for your business. And that's the one that you're going to say, well, I think particularly product X is the one that's going to work for me. But these are the predicaments or the challenges that I've had in making applications here. And I want you guys to help me to grow my business. How can you help me? The other bank, how can we help you? And I'm sure they will take that and say, how can we help you? Right. Okay. Then they might say to you, well, you're too young. Well, your business is small. We don't buy properties in those. They'll come up with all sorts of reasons, like, they don't want your business. They want your business, but they're going to come up with such kind of reasons, right? Now, you take that feedback. This is the golden gem for it. You take that feedback, right? And you improve your presentation or your business plan or whatever it is, right? You go to the next bank. Again, you knock, knock, knock. My name is TJ. I'm the CEO of M5 Property Addicts. I'm here to present to you what my business does. Hey, we can't come and see you. Please send us an email. No, I don't do emails. I'd like to see someone else. Right? Meet someone. Right? Okay, great. Can we do a Zoom? Yes, Zoom. I'm happy to attend. Present 5 to 10 slides. Present what your business is all about. Okay, now you have improved from the previous bank. So obviously this person here, they're going to talk the language. You're going to start talking the language of what they want and things like that. And hopefully by the time you get to bank number 6, number 7, you have mastered the art of what the bank is looking for. And the no's can now starting to tend to be yes. Or you can go back to bank number 1 and say, hey, I've improved on what you gave me. Your feedback, I looked at it and now I am back again. And what do you think? I am so positive that even if the banker is watching this right now, they're going to want to give you some money. My name is TJ. It's great hanging out with you. I am hoping that what I've shared with you right now is going to add some value to you in your business. But my intention is to make sure that your business grows. I want to help you scale your business. My business is scaling already. I want to help you to scale your business as well and create some passive income so that you do not have to die poor, but you can create generational wealth for yourself, for your kids, for your grandkids, and who knows else. Maybe you can even start supporting the SPCA. My name is TJ. I'll check you out on the next video.